My name is Fasila, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Sirsit College, Taliparamba. In this video, I would like to discuss the poem An Introduction by Kamala Das.
Kamala Das, popularly known by her one-time pen name Madhavi, was an Indian English poet as well as a leading Malayalam author from Kerala. She was born on 31st March 1934 at Punayur and died in the year 2009. Her popularity in Kerala is based chiefly on her short stories and autobiography. She has also written a lot of articles on women issues, child care, and politics. Her famous poems are Summer in Calcutta, My Grandmother's House, Forest Fire, An Introduction, The Suicide. The poem An Introduction is an autobiographical work of Kamala Das that throws light on the life of a woman in the patriarchal society. This poem is confessional in nature. In this poem, Kamala Das describes her own mental and emotional state as she aged and pushed back against patriarchal society. The main themes of this poem are love, sex, loneliness, courage, self-exposure, and quest for identity. I have divided this poem into 3 parts for better understanding. Now, the first part of the poem. I don't know politics, but I know the names of those in power and can repeat them like days of week or names of months, beginning with Nehru. I am Indian, very brown, born in Malabar. I speak 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1. Don't write in English, they said. English is not your mother tongue. Why not leave me alone? Critics, friends, visiting cousins, every one of you. Why not let me speak in any language I like? The language I speak becomes mine. Its distortions, its queernesses, all mine, mine alone. It is half English, half Indian, funny perhaps, but it is honest. It is as human as I am human. Don't you see? It voices my joys, my longings, my hopes, and it is useful to me as cawing is to crows or roaring to the lions. It is human speech, the speech of the mind that is here and not there, a mind that sees and hears and is aware. Not the deaf, blind speech of trees in storm, of monsoon clouds, or of rain, or the incoherent mutterings of the blazing funeral pyre. So now the summary of the first part of the poem. The poet begins her poem with a statement that she doesn't know politics, but she is well aware of the politicians of her country, from Nehru to the ones of her own times. She says that the politics of India has always remained in fewer hands, especially males. She has memorized the names of all the politicians like the days of the week or the names of the month. Here, Kamala Das indirectly talks about the problem of gender discrimination. Then she talks about her own life experience. She says that she is an Indian and brown in color. She is born in Malabar. She can speak 3 languages, write in 2 and dream in 1 using a universal language. Here she says that the world of dreams is common to all. In this world, every individual, male or female, uses the same universal language. She is well familiar with English language. That's why she uses this language in her writings. But her habit of writing in English is not accepted by her relatives, friends, and critics. According to them, English is the language of colonists. The language in which she writes is her own, along with all its imperfections and strangeness. She continues her argument by saying that society always ignores the mistakes or even the blunders of men and questions the mistakes of women. She says that every person in the world is imperfect. Now we move to the second part. I was child, and later they told me I grew, for I became tall. My limbs swelled, and one or two places sprouted hair. When I asked for love, not knowing what else to ask, for he drew a youth of 16 in the bedroom and closed the door. He didn't beat me, but my sad woman body felt so beaten. The weight of my breast and womb crushed me. I shrank pitifully. Then I wore a shirt and my brother's trousers, cut my hair short, and ignored my womanliness. Dress in saris, be girl, be wife, they said. Be embroiderer, be cook, be a quarreler with servants. Fit in, oh, belong, cry the categorizers. Don't sit on walls or peep in through our lace-draped windows. Be Amy or be Kamala, or better still be Madhavi Kuti. It's time to choose a name, a role. Don't play pretending games. Don't play at schizophrenia or be an info. Don't come cry embarrassingly loud when jilted in love. So this is the second part. So in this part, she talks about her married life. She got married at the age of 16 to a man who only needs sexual pleasure. She was a child, although the size of her body grew up. As she was still a child, she asked for love. But unfortunately, she got only griefs and sorrows, like every woman of our country. Here she describes the social evil, child marriage and its consequences. Then she talks about the condition of a woman in the house of her in-laws. She tried to become a tomboy by adopting the attire of males. She is forced to give up her frankness and attain the nature of a daughter-in-law. She was ordered to dress in saris, be a girl, a wife, embroiderer, cook, quarreler with servants, etc. Her in-laws even commanded her to remain silent and endure her unachieved love. Then she mentioned about a man who desires a woman. Now we move to the third part. I met a man, loved him. Call him not by any name. He is every man who wants a woman, just as I am every woman who seeks love in him. The hungry haste of rivers in me, the ocean's tireless waiting. Who are you? I ask each and every one. The answer is, it is I. Anywhere and everywhere, I see the one who calls himself I in this world. He's tightly packed like the sword in its sheaths. It is I who drink lonely drinks at 12 midnight in hotels or strange towns. It is I who laugh. It is I who make love and then feel shame. It is I who lie dying with a rattle in my throat. I am sinner. I am saint. I am the beloved and the betrayed. I have no joys that are not yours, no aches which are not yours. I too call myself I. So in the last part, the poet mentioned about a man who desires a woman. When she asks him about his identity, his answer is I. This I, or the male ego, gives him the liberty to do whatever he likes. He can drink at midnight, laugh, and satisfy his lust. In this concluding part, she says that, like men, she can also attribute the title of I to herself. Like men, she is also sinner and saint, loved and betrayed. Her joys and pains are not different than those of men. Hence, she emancipates herself to the level of I. This poem shows a feminist voice of Kamala Das and the problems faced by women in the patriarchal, male dominated society. The poem doesn't contain a specific pattern or rhyme or rhythm. The lines also vary greatly in length and syllable number. There are situations in which Kamala Das uses techniques such as repetition, anaphora, etc. And thank you for watching. Thank you.